everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Florida Holidays podcast. It's great to have you with us today. My name's Abby, and I am joined, as always, by my co-host, Zara. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Ready to do another one.
I know. So today we have got a real special guest. We're really thrilled to have her join us, and that is Tracy from Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. Welcome, Tracy.
Thank you so much, Abby. It's great to be here, and thank you for me.
It's a pleasure.
Really excited.
Would you be able to tell us a little bit, first of all, about what you do at Royal Caribbean?
Yeah, delighted to. So my role is essentially supporting tour operators in selling Royal Caribbean cruises. So, you know, we can't all be an expert in everything. So I make sure that I'm your in-house expert on everything with Royal. I've been with them 4 years now, so I like to think I've got a little bit of knowledge to pass on.
Amazing. That's great.
So Royal Caribbean cruises in particular are real favourites with families. They're great for a sort of first-time cruise line. As well as repeaters. I'm sure you get a lot of repeat guests sailing with you. Can you tell us a little bit more about Royal Caribbean as a cruise line and what sort of things people can expect?
Sure. Royal Caribbean as a cruise line is 50 years old now, so we've been doing this for a very long time. But it really is absolutely, we position ourselves as the ultimate family holiday. And we don't just talk about mum and dad with the kids, we're talking about multi-generational families all along the line, down to the point where we now have staterooms that will sleep up to 12 people. So you can really have
I did not know that. That's amazing.
Holiday.
You can barely even call that a stateroom.
That's like a house.
It's like a whole house.
It's a suite, isn't it? Yeah.
Gosh, that's huge, isn't it?
Yeah. That's mad. Who knew? So, Tracy, could you just tell us a little bit more about the cruise line? And for people that perhaps are a little bit newer to cruise, or in particular newer to Royal Caribbean, what is a simple way for us to sort of break down the cruise ships that you've got on offer? Because I know you've got different classes. Mm-hmm. Like, what is the very beginning part of planning that cruise and deciding what cruise ship is right? Before you start to look at the itinerary, how do you sort of get to the right cruise ship for the right person?
I would say it depends on how much you want to have around. I wouldn't think of it as a cruise ship. I would think a bit more as a floating resort, really. Mm-hmm. So if you want to make sure that you've got plenty of places to kind of thrill, so you've got water slides and you've got busy pools with lots of great music going on, and you've got lively bars in the evening, you've got somewhere that you can go and get something to eat pretty much 24 hours a day, or you've got a choice of adults only areas or areas that are a little bit more chilled out, but maybe a little bit more traditional cruise activities that we've got sports on board, but really they are for anybody with anything that they want to do. Usually you can find it on board that you would find at a really great resort.
Okay, brilliant. And so just going back to the different classes the classes of ship that Royal Caribbean offer, is there what makes the different classes? Is it just the size, or is there certain standout activities or standout shows or restaurants that put the different ships into each different class? So whether it's Icon or what?
I would say, it's, as I said, 50 years in Royal, it's really been an evolution of the ships. So you will start with some of our smaller ships that will have, we can't really fit on board everything that we'd have done on an Icon ship, for example. So you could start off with something like Enchantment or, you know, a Vision class ship, which we call them our ships of light, and we tend to put them in areas where there's going to be natural beauty around there. So places like Alaska, you'll be able to see these. And so it means you can do activities that are indoors, but you know, you've still got that beautiful light and the glass everywhere that you can see. And then
that's Vision class.
That's, Vision class.
Okay, yeah.
Moving right the way up then to Freedom class. So Freedom are a little bit bigger. We've got more concepts in there. So we've got the Royal Promenade in there. So a little bit bigger, a little bit more livelier probably in the evening. Everything tends to be closer in the area. We've got the ice rinks on board there as well. So each time we've grown with the size of our ships, it just means we can put more activities on board. I would say any ship is for any age, really. You can still have a family, an active family that would do, for example, a Vision class ship, but would also really suit an Icon class ship. So the evolution is the bigger the ships get, the more activities and the more options we've got for food and drink that we can fit on board the ship. And now we've got, like I said, ice rinks that are huge circular ice rinks that you can go into. We've got 9 swimming pools on our newest ship that's just been named. It's amazing.
Wow, that is fantastic, isn't it? And I think the cruise ships, because of their sheer scale of them and the amount of activities that are available to people on board, they don't ever feel overly busy.
No, not at all. If we're talking about the larger class of ships, so we're talking about Oasis class and Icon class ships, absolutely not, because we've been very clever in splitting them up into neighbourhoods. So on an Oasis class ship, you'll find 7 different neighbourhoods, and they are definitely, you can tell when you're moving from one neighbourhood to another, but everything that you would want particularly for a family you are going to find around the boardwalk, for example, on an Oasis class ship. But if you want somewhere a little bit quieter, a little bit prettier, you can go to Central Park, and it's definitely, there's a differentiation between them all. And then when we go up to an Icon class ship, we've moved up to 8 neighbourhoods now with that. So we just make sure that we keep it, you never feel like you're on this huge ship. You're just in a neighbourhood, and everything you want to do in that neighbourhood will be there and ready for you, be it eating, drinking, dancing, partying, water sliding, whatever it is you want to do. You can do that.
Doesn't that sound amazing?
I want to go on one right now.
So obviously a lot of our customers are families doing Florida, they're doing the theme parks in Orlando. If they were to join a Royal Caribbean cruise after their Orlando holiday, what could that look like for a family, say, with younger children?
With younger children, I think it can be a bit of a respite from, I've been to Orlando, you are full on. And if you've got younger children, they can get very, very tired. Whereas you've got the option now with the cruise to kind of just kick back a bit. They can still do all the things that they want to do with the water slides, but they've also got the kids clubs available. So if you've been as a family together for however many days, the kids will get a break from mum and dad, as well as mum and dad getting a break from the kids, let's be honest.
Everybody needs a bit of space.
Definitely. So, and I would really recommend any sort of ship that we've got that would go out of the Orlando area. We've got ships that go from Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and from Port Canaveral as well. So any of those you could do, but it just gives you a little bit of respite as well. And also, I'll be honest, the value that you get for going on there, because I know when you're in the park, it can be, you're buying food constantly.
All the time.
You don't have to worry about that anymore. You're on the ship. Everything's catered for. You can get up in the morning and you can have breakfast delivered to your cabin, so you don't even have to get up. It's there in your stateroom when you get up. Or right through till kind of 2 a.m. in the morning, there's a slice of pizza. And if you want to take a pizza back to your stateroom, you can do that as well. So you never have to worry about it. Ice creams, as many as you want whenever you want to.
Brilliant.
I'm not going to let Robin watch this because she'll be like,
I know. It's almost like the minute that you get on board, you can sort of breathe a sigh of relief, and that everything is sort of took care of on board with regards to your sort of food, your drink, your activities. There's no more planning. There's no more. Well, I guess there probably is a little bit of planning if you want to see a lot of things. You want to.
But we make that easy with the app. We make that easy with the app. So every day on the app, you'll see what activities are going on. You can pre-book it if you want to, or you can just turn up and do it. It's all that. And I've got a fantastic memory of doing a cruise with my husband's grandson, and I can just remember it, and I will remember it forever, even when he gets older. And he's sitting at the side of the pool, and he's watching a Disney movie. And he's got an ice cream in each hand. And seriously,
living
the
his
ice
best
running
life.
down his arms.
Brilliant.
This ice cream is running down his arms. And it was just one of those little, take a photo with your mind. And I'll always remember Thomas with his ice creams and his Disney movie, just absolutely just. And that day he didn't go to the kids club because he was too busy doing the rock climbing wall, and he went and did like the bumper cars with his dad, and he went roller skating, and he did, all those things. So you can do as much or as little, and then mum got to lie on the sunbed and order another mimosa,
Oh, yeah. It sounds like heaven, doesn't it?
Yeah. And you've got all of these different things at your fingertips, and you don't have to worry about travel to get there. Like Abby said, once you're on board, you can, because if you want to do something, it's like a 5-minute walk. And you're there, and then you can come back. You've not got to battle through traffic or think about how long is it going to take to get this, that, and the other done.
Not
It's
at
all
all.
there in
And
your
if,
little
if
bubble.
you miss out on one chance doing it, like I said, just look on the cruise planner. There'll be another opportunity to do that activity maybe
Yeah.
later on that day or even the next day.
Yeah. I heard you, we were talking earlier, Tracy, and I heard you mention something, now you'll correct me here, but was it chill versus thrill you mentioned, or chill and thrill?
Chill and thrill, yeah.
Chill and thrill that you mentioned earlier on. So it's just that space to escape. And then you've still got obviously all of the incredible activities that are on offer. And you mentioned earlier there that one of the suites will accommodate up to 12 passengers.
That's literally my entire extended family.
Well, yes,
That's mad.
it is. So like, this is what I was thinking, because we travel a lot with my elderly parents. So I'm thinking multi-generational travel, that is there something for older guests as well? So we have a lot of multi-gen travel. It works perfectly with our villa product out in Orlando. So for those that are sort of going to do the whole multi-gen Orlando trip and then pair it with a Royal Caribbean cruise, is there stuff for sort of older age groups as well, so they don't perhaps want so much of the thrill and they want more of the chill?
Oh, of
You
course.
say older age groups. I'm more of the chill.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I took my lovely mum on her first Royal Caribbean cruise last year, and she absolutely loved it.
Oh, that's so special.
And I
especially
thought-
for you to be able to do that.
Oh,
like,
it was
in your
so
position.
lovely. It was so lovely. And she's an experienced cruiser, but she'd never done Royal before. And I expected her that she'd want to be in the adults only area and, and all that, and somewhere a little bit quieter. But no, by the end of it, she was like, no, I want to be around the pool where the music is. She wanted to be there. She wanted to see it. So, yeah, you can do that. I mean, entertainment-wise, we aim our entertainment at all of the family. And the ship I was on at the time, Mamma Mia, was the show on there. And that just kind of spans the generations, doesn't it?
does, yeah.
Everybody loves it. We have like these amazing West End shows on board that everybody can enjoy, but also entertainment in the evening. Yes, we've got fantastic karaoke going on, but we've got a South American bar, so there could be some dancing classes going on.
Dara, right up your
Babes,
street.
we need to get on a cruise.
I know.
Have a little mum's trip away. This sounds fantastic.
We really, and the thing is, and I sort of know a little bit about this because my daughter is a musical theatre kid, so she has sort of auditioned for sort of shows on cruise lines and things like that, and the quality of those shows, they are West End quality, aren't they? And then some. And they are included in your cruise fare. Yeah. How much is a ticket to the West End these days?
More than £100.
And you
More
are
than
getting
£100.
that included, and you are getting different shows, different nights. You're getting, and that
Poodle off and get an ice cream on the way back to your room.
I mean, it's just
Or a pizza.
Or both.
Or a cocktail. Or any of it. Or all of the above you can
like
do.
we
that
do a
just
grand
blows
tour
my
at the end.
mind.
Yeah.
That does, and particularly when you're sailing out of the US, the cruises are really quite reasonable in cost as well. Some of them are an absolute bargain, if I'm completely honest, for everything that you get included.
And talking about bargains of things included, can we talk a little bit about Perfect Day at CocoCay?
Oh, absolutely. I would love to talk about Perfect Day.
Should we start at the beginning with this in case people don't know?
Absolutely, yes. So Perfect Day is Royal Caribbean's private island, isn't it?
Yes.
And it is not included in every cruise, but cruises out of Florida with Royal Caribbean will stop off there. It is like a one-stop shop. It literally is having a private island at your fingertips for the day. Can we tell people a little bit about what they can expect on the island?
Absolutely. So I've been lucky enough to be there twice.
Wow.
So far, and I can't wait to go back. But and it really is what it says. It's a perfect day. There's everything there. There's water parks, so you can go if the kids want to go to water park. We've got a special area for them, so they can book tickets to go into the water park. We've got an adults only area called the Hideaway, which is kind of like the coolest Ibiza beach bar that you've ever been to, but with the Caribbean Sea and like an infinity pool and all that. But again, it's like moving your royal holiday onto land. So if you have a drinks package, the drinks package moves with you onto the island. If
That's
you've got
great.
Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi will move with you onto the island. We have the breezy bay, so it's a little bit breezy there, a little bit cooler if you want to do some sunbathing. We've got a thrill beach, we've got a chill area, we've got some really high-end kind of casitas and cabanas that you can rent out for the family, and you'll have a butler, and it will be lobster and caviar and champagne, all the gorgeous things that you want to do. So you can really go all out and have a real treat. And they've got slides that will go down into the water. And we don't just have a swim up bar, we have a swim to bar. So we have a bar that's out in the Caribbean Sea, and you can swim out there.
Wow.
Get a little bit of a seat and just enjoy your drink that's included with your
That sounds
drinks
incredible.
package. And again, ice cream's all in, burgers all in for the kids all day. You just carry on, you act exactly as you would do on the ship,
If
but
you
it's
were on
on
board.
a beautiful Bahamian sandy beach.
Can I just say, we're filming this in the run-up to the Easter bank holiday weekend, so it might be a little while until you watch it, but it's due to be wet and rainy, and this is making me just want to book a flight somewhere.
I know.
Oh, doesn't it sound amazing?
Oh, just gorgeous.
It really, really
Gorgeous.
does.
And it's not going to be our only one. In 2027, we will have a second private island in
Okay.
Mexico as well.
So can you tell us a little bit more about that at this point, or is it all
Right, I'll tell you what I know.
Please,
That's what I
okay.
can do is I'll tell you what I know. We are going to have the longest lazy, crazy river in the world.
lazy, crazy?
So there's some
river.
bits are going to be lazy, some bits are going to be crazy. And it will be a mile long. A whole mile. So if you like a lazy river, you're going to love this. And it will
That is a
have
bit of me.
also not swim up bars, but float up bars, at least 3.
Abby.
I don't want to swim up bar anyway. I mean, now I know such a thing as a float up bar exists.
So
Nothing else
if
is
you're
gonna
on this
compare.
lazy river, you can float by and just hand over and get your drink handed to you, and you can just float off again.
Wow.
We will also have the highest water slide in the entirety of the Americas as well.
Wow.
See, that's not for me. I'm the lazy
In
river
there
girl.
as well. So
Wow.
Alex would do the
Sombrero
the
Tower
higher-
will be the highest
Sombrero Tower.
water slide in the whole of the Americas. We did hold the record for the highest water slide in North America at Perfect Day. We lost that title, so it was like, right, let's go for the entire Americas.
Yeah. Wow.
And we'll get that back. There will be the same concept. There'll be adults only areas. There will be busy party areas. There'll be, swim up bars and DJs in the pool and all those things that you're going to want to do if you want a busy day, but
wow.
also plenty of areas that you can chill out as well.
Wow. And that's coming
2027.
2027. So are there itineraries available to book at the moment that include the new
not
not
yet.
at the moment? Okay.
Abby's
Not
asking
yet.
for a
I
friend.
know. Sorry, I'm getting a bit too excited, guys. Apologies.
No, let's wait
Okay.
and see. Yeah,
Brilliant.
But, there's always exciting developments going on
There
with Royal.
is.
It's such an
Yeah.
exciting place
Yeah.
to work for, and such an exciting product to talk about.
Yes.
It really.
And it
just
keeps people
sparks.
coming back, I guess, doesn't it? Because they just
Absolutely.
want to, and there's especially a lot of cruise people. They sort of
They pick a cruise line and they stick
they
with
pick
it.
a cruise line, they stick with it, and they're very loyal. They're
Yeah,
very loyal, aren't
absolutely.
they?
And Perfect Day is one of them. We get people that you cannot do everything on Perfect Day in one day. You can't do it. You need to pick something or a couple of things, do that. And people will go back. So I have got a top tip
yes,
that if you
please.
want to do Perfect Day twice in a week, the only way I know of doing it at the moment is you either book a back-to-back on Utopia the Seas out of Port Canaveral, which will
Right.
do a 3-night and a 4-night, both visiting Perfect Day, or Wonder of the Seas out of Miami, and that will do a 3-night and a 4-night. And that's the only way that I know of that you
That
can
is a-
visit
I love
Perfect Day
if I need to
twice
do
in a
2
week.
cruises to get it twice in a week, I'll do that.
Yeah,
I'll take
I
one
love
for the
that
team.
tip. That is an amazing tip.
It's the only way
Thank
I
you.
know. That's because I've looked, because that's what I want to do.
Brilliant.
This is
I love
fantastic.
that.
These are the
It
kind of tips we want.
is. So we've spoken a few, just touched on some of the adult only things.
Yeah.
Could you just give us a little bit more detail about any adult only areas, experiences, maybe adult only spas? Is there anything
The spas will tend to be for adults only, so the
Yeah.
treatments will be for age 16 upwards, and all of the ships will have an area that has got swimming pools and bars and whatever, which is just dedicated completely for adults. It depends on the ship what it's called, but in our newer ships and our icon class ships, it is called the Hideaway, and it's an infinity pool right at the back of the ship. Now, we are...
I know, we keep
It
gasping,
would just
don't
keep
we?
like
I
glazing
know.
over as you're talking,
Yeah.
because I'm like, mentally I'm there.
And again, we are going even bigger with the concept with our new ship that went on sale yesterday. So we've got 3 amazing icon class ships that will have this hideaway pool. And when Hero of the Seas starts next year, I'm sure we'll come on to Hero very shortly. Hero will also have a swim up bar with a DJ booth in the middle of it. In that, so it's seriously adults only. One thing I will say as well is we do have a curfew on the ship, so we do ask that children are out of the area and in their staterooms by 1 a.m. So we won't.
I mean, that seems very reasonable to me.
So after if you're a bit of a night owl, then there's not going to be any children around after then. And we do have if you are going with small children and you want to have a bit of a night out, we do have sort of babysitting facilities really that you can go and you can take the kids there that's after hours, so mum and dad can go and have a night out.
Lovely.
We've also got concepts like family time dining on some of our ships. So what we will do is the family can go for a meal, but then what will happen is the kids club team will come and take the children from the main dining room and back to the kids club, and then mum and dad again will have some time on their own to go to shows. And
Sign me up.
I know.
This sounds amazing.
It really does.
And in the kids clubs, do they have different kids clubs for different aged children as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it starts with Royal Tots and then it goes right the way through to our teen programme as well, from 13 to 17. 13 to 19ish, I would say, really. But it's so different ages, age appropriate activities for those children as well. And there's everything that the kids would want: Xboxes and PlayStations and scientific experiments. There's always the famous one about building a volcano. I know we do that in our science kind of labs that we've got there. But there's also areas that if you've got children that are a little bit too young to be in our kids club, and there's going to be an indoor play area so kids can get out of the sun with mum and dad, and there's plenty of toys there and activities for them to do. And we also have little splash pools for toddlers as well.
Brilliant. And when they're in they are in the children's clubs, everyone is safe and secure. Nobody can go wandering off, for example.
Absolutely.
Just to give people a little bit of reassurance that perhaps it's not the norm for them to leave their child with a babysitter, or everybody is sort of safe and secure and not able to sort of go toddling off.
Oh, no, not at all. So on the first day, mum and dad will be asked to nominate who can sign the kids in and out of the kids club. If they're over 12, then they will be able to come and go as they wish if they're over 12 with the teens programme. But any younger than that, mum and dad have to be there to sign them in and out. Even with our newer ships, we will have, I think we don't have this on Star of the Seas, we actually have like a GPS thing. So
Oh, okay.
mum and dad will know where the kids are.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
So that suits me down to the ground.
Yeah, that's enough for you.
Yeah, as long as I know where you are, that's all right.
But all of our staff who look after children on the ship are all qualified to degree level in education or childcare as well.
Yeah,
so we make
fantastic.
sure we've got incredibly well qualified people looking after your
That's
children.
good. That's really good, isn't
Yeah,
it? It's
it is,
reassuring, isn't it? Because not everybody is always comfortable to be using babysitters and things like that, are they?
No.
So that'll be really reassuring, I think. It's good to know. Yeah.
We have focused an awful lot, obviously, of cruises going out of Florida, but Royal Caribbean don't just sail out of Florida, of course. Can you talk us through a few of the different options that they can that our customers might look to depart from different areas of the US?
Absolutely. So with so many ships, we've really got it covered. So yes, we've covered Miami, Fort Lauderdale and Port Canaveral, but there's also Tampa as well. There's New Orleans. You can get a sailing from New Orleans. There will be No, amazing. And then the big one for us is Galveston in Texas now. So Icon of the Seas will move in 2027 to permanently make her home in Galveston. But there's also sailings from Los Angeles. There's sailings from San Diego. We've got Seattle up in to do Alaska. There's also New York as well. And then there's also during the autumn or the fall, there will be the Boston sailings.
Oh, so you can see in the fall.
Yeah, do all the fall in New York.
Colours.
So we've pretty much got it covered wherever you need to be from the States. The New York sailings are amazing. You can start in winter in New York and you sail down to the Bahamas from New York, so you can get a bit of both during the winter.
Oh.
Where do I start? I wanna do all
Yeah,
of
where do
them.
we start and when can we go? I know.
Once again, when my husband sees this, he'll be like, "Oh no,
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go again." She's got a planning head on.
Absolutely.
So you mentioned, you gave us a little bit of a teaser earlier on about a new ship, Hero of the Seas. So Hero of the Seas is on sale now, literally this week, brand new.
Yeah.
What can you tell us?
Gosh, well, it's a little bit teaser wise, and they don't tell me a lot because they know I can't keep a secret.
Yeah, and this is why I was a little bit about asking because I know that you
always ask so
you're a
nicely.
talker.
Oh, totally. I could talk about. I could talk about this all day, but I could. But we are going to have the most amount of swimming pools on board a ship that we have ever had. 9 pools on there. We are switching up our water park, so there's going to be more raft rides because everybody loves a body slide. They're great, but as a family, we want to make sure there's more family rides to do. So we've got more raft rides
I
going
can't
on
believe
with
you've
that.
just mentioned a raft ride on a cruise.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know. It's
Blows my
insane.
tiny mind.
Amazing, isn't it? Amazing. There's going to be new concepts for dining. There's going to be new concepts for drinking. There's going to be, as I mentioned, we have a suite, which is a tree house family suite. So it's a family tree house. And it will sleep 12 people.
Wow.
It's got a hot tub on one of the balconies.
More than one balcony.
I mean, we've gone from having an ultimate family suite, which is unbelievable, ultimate family townhouse, I should say, which is 3 stories, to now we've got a tree house, which is...
I feel a team away day,
I know.
week.
Totally.
Yeah.
These are, they're real luxury suites.
Yeah.
And they sell already. When Hero went on sale, there was already dates where that wasn't available.
Wow.
Because families want to have this experience, you know.
Yeah.
It's going to be even bigger again. We've got Legend of the Seas launching this year. And every time we're always going to go that little bit
Bigger and bigger. Yeah, I was going to say bigger and better, but then that's probably not right, is it? We'll just stick with bigger.
Yeah, something a little bit different because we want to differentiate between the ships. You want to go onto a different ship and the layout might be fairly similar, but there's a different restaurant where you'd expect it to be, or a different bar or a different theme, or
people want to know, don't they, that when they go, everything is a little bit familiar and it's everything that they know and love, but each ship has got something a little bit different.
Totally.
And they want to try it all, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. And there's all sorts of little kind of Easter eggs that we put on board. Apt to talk about it when we're coming up to Easter weekend.
Yes.
Is that we have little like kind of treasure hunts on there. So certain ships will have animals, and you have to go and find all the animals on board. The kids can go around and do the treasure hunt, or there's little aliens or anything, whatever. We've got all these things that they can find on board. And we always have in the bigger ships as well, from Freedom Class onwards, we have a classic car in the Royal Promenade, and that classic car is going to be different on every single ship. Nice. So we just make it a little bit different each time that you get on board. But Hero, going back to Hero, because again I could talk about everything all day, is going to be a spectacular experience. And her inaugural sailing is going to be on the 11th of August 2027. She's going to start with a 3-night perfect day trip, and then she's going to move to 7 nights doing Eastern and Western Caribbean on every Saturday on a turnaround, so it fits in perfectly with fitting.
And she will be based out of Miami.
Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect for us.
This is lovely. When are we going?
Perfect. I know, yeah.
It sounds amazing.
So like you said, at the moment, everything is just going to be sort of trickled through to us.
Yeah.
So, Tracy, I know for a fact that you'll be sharing all the juicy details with us at Ocean Florida as soon as it becomes available. So, guys, just keep your eyes peeled for anything to do with Hero, we'll make sure that you are amongst the first to get any new updates.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else that we have missed that you want to highlight for our customers? I'm sure we could talk for hours.
Yeah, we
but
probably could. Yeah.
is there anything glaringly obvious that we've missed that you wanted to highlight for us?
I think I would say that if you are cruise skeptic, let's put it that way, and a lot of people are, is to just give it a try. We give the option. We have 3 and 4 night sailings.
Yeah.
We have anything from, like I said, smaller ships that are going to be possibly a little bit quieter, not have as much on board, right up to our party weekends when every day is the weekend on board Utopia of the Seas, which if you've got teenagers is just the most amazing ship to do. It's a quick hit, it's 3 nights, it's Friday to Monday or it's Monday to Friday. You get to see the essence of everything that is Royal, how much fun it is, how amazing the shows are, how great the live music is, the parties, the dancing, it is the ultimate weekend. So if you're not sure, just give it a little try and I am absolutely convinced you'll be back for more.
Yeah, brilliant. And our experts as well, they will be able to sort of, guide you through dates, durations, the perfect ship for you. So definitely reach out to our experts and they'll be able to give you some really, really good advice.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us, Tracy.
Thanks for having me.
Fantastic. And now I'm going to go and look for a cruise.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, I want to go now.
Yeah, please. Me too.
Let's hop off. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Florida Holidays podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. We're on all of your socials. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.